And good afternoon, folks. Welcome to bring you guys another video. This time we're doing another product thing. We haven't done one of these in a while, so we're going to show you what can 250 watt solar panel can actually do for your home.
I'm gonna have to rain down a godly firestorm on you.
Alright folks, basically what I have here is a 250 watt setup that I had to put together myself. I bought a few parts from eBay and everything else of that, and I wanted to show you, a little bit of what it can and what it can't do and everything else of that. Again, doing a little construction on the house and everything else of that, so put them up for temporarily just to see what they can actually do for me and everything else of that while I'm doing some of the construction on the house. So this is not the permanent location, but again, for right now, it's fine from where it's at. And again, 250 watts does not sound like a lot. Well, it actually isn't a lot for that, relatively speaking, but as you can see, it's over the front of my house, and you can see right now the way my house is facing, it actually faces the opposite direction, which I really wanted for most of the time. All right, in most systems, you're going to need the battery, you're going to need a solar charge controller, you're going to need an inverter, pure sine wave inverter, and you're also going to need, of course, the solar panel themselves. This is the basic system that most people get. I chose to go a different route because, yeah, that's a lot of expense for the battery and the charge controller and everything else of that. So I basically went with something completely different. The way to go is to actually just get a solar panel and use a grid tie inverter system that can basically supply power, but the only problem with it is you can only get power if you actually have power from the grid. Now, another thing I added to make sure I can actually monitor stuff is I installed a V-Sync smart plug from electricity, and basically what that does is I can actually monitor exactly what's going on with my system. Now, I added in also anybody can have a cell phone or a tablet, anything like that, and that way it'll actually show you live data per minute or per day or per month exactly how your system's doing with my configuration. So let's take a look at that. What you're looking at right now, again, it's against my screen. I wish I can do this better, but unfortunately I don't have the app. Unfortunately, since it's Android, you can only view this on your tablet or your phone. I don't have the app available for Windows computer and everything else. So basically, this is what I'm using. This is the Electricity app. Now, I'm just showing you just the app itself, so I can show you exactly what my monitoring has been like in that short space of time. So basically, what I would do is just click on, the app itself. The app brings up how much I'm actually going right now. Now, actually, you can see right now, even though it is approximately when this video is being done, it's 7 o'clock at night. It's 7 o'clock at night. The sun's going down, and basically you can see, get up and close and personal, you'll see that for the day, now today it rained most of the day and everything else like that until about 2 o'clock. So again, it rained most of the day, and you can see when it's pulling in from the panels, it actually pulls in higher voltages than line voltage. That's how it works. And this is how much the panels pulled in for the day. Hopefully this is focusing right. And basically this is what it's doing right now, getting 2 watts, and it's approximately 7:07 at night. Now, from this point here, again, this is why I love the monitoring software, because again, I can click on the monitoring software, and it basically shows you a line graph of what it is for the week. Now, this week has been really raining a lot, and last week was even worse, but it's been a couple of days in the week and everything else to that where you can actually see what is going on. So this is basically, I'm trying to show you exactly what you can do with your system and everything else like that. Now, again, I don't get any endorsements from these people. These not give me anything for free. This is basically what my 250 watt panels give me on a day basis, and it's not even summertime yet. Okay, so you can see our monthly thing and everything else, and you can see for today, it shows, hopefully I can get that a little bit clearer. Today, it shows how much we did for today. Oh, there we can see if we can get that a little bit clearer and everything else. So that if we can't get it clear, apologies. So basically, it's saying 4.42 kilowatts for the day. But then you can look at what my weekly totals are, and you can see it's 3.7, and what my average daily is, again, basically is a little over 0.6 kilowatts in a day. Now, the other thing good about this app, now again, your mileage may vary. This is how I'm able to see what I'm doing easily, and basically I can click for the month, and you can see really easily the days where it's been super sunny, when the sun has been out, and then you can see the days when we had virtually no sun at all. So you can clearly see the days that it's really sunny, like and I can click on that they're there. We almost made, almost a kilowatt in that day. And again, this is for 250 watt panels. Now, my panels actually face east. So, well, a little bit, not completely east, but east and south. So basically southeast, kind of where's my panels actually point. They're not really east, but they're not really southeast. So somewhere in that neighborhood and everything else like that. And again, this is the angle on my roof. So again, this is not an optimal condition. This is what my panels produce. Not even under optimal conditions, and we're not even in the full summer yet. So basically, what you're looking at right here, and I can click on for the year, and again you can see my yearly totals down here. So that now I only put the panels up, it basically as you can see right here, so that in the middle of March is when I put them panels up, and you can see how much I made in that period of time. And again, you see my monthly average, even though this week has been pretty terrible because of it's been storming every day and everything like that. But normally I'm getting on a monthly average, 1.5 for my system. Now, you have to look at and see what the breakdown of that is. Is that really worth it for the solar panels, and how much it is for the equipment? Well, put simply for that, for me, and again, this was a test to see would it be worth it to get the panels. Again, I'm going to be doing re-roofing soon and everything else like that. And I would love, at least for a bigger test, to get some more panels up there, just for another set of, if I can get another set of 400, meaning that, basically my max that I can go to with my grid tie inverter is 500 watts. So basically I'm using 600 watts. I'm sorry, mine's a 600 watt version. So if I can get another system that has another 200 watts, basically, because again, that's my maximum. Even max, I know is never going to pull out 500 watts. I just wanted to see what it is. And again, you can I'm going to show you the price of how much my grid tie inverter was. Actually, when I got it, it was actually on sale, and you can always find these things on sale all the time and everything like that. This one is a 28 volt one, so that, but mine was 600 watts for 12 volt ones for that, and I got it for like $75. And when I actually got my panels, they were on sale too. So let me show you that. I'm going to show you the purchase price of my panels right here. So that basically they were. For both panels, it was basically $140 for when I bought both panels. So we're going to go back to the regular screens for that, and we're going to show you exactly how I mounted them real quick. Not how I mounted them, but just show you the mounting. So again, you can see they're basically mounted in the southeast configuration. Again, that's just the way my angled roof is. Re-roofing is going to be done soon. But again, you can see that even in the late afternoon, it still gets a fairly decent amount of sun from the other side of the house. Now, it literally can get more if the trees wasn't the way they are and everything else like that. So basically, and I can see that it basically hangs off the side of the house. Now you can see how it comes into my house right here. It's hooked up to the grid tie inverter. You can see the light flashing on the back saying that the power is actually going in. Again, have it connected to the terminals, and then again I have it connected to the Now, this is basically important. You want to make sure that you have a way to break the circuit. You can just use a regular circuit breaker, but whatever you use, you want to be able to turn it off easily. So again, mine is set up to, it actually does monitoring as well as circuit breaking, but you can just have it on the circuit breaker and have no monitoring at all. Again, this is my grid tie inverter that I have. Actually, it is 500 watts. So again, this is my setup for that quick setup and everything else. And we're just going to show you a projection of how much it actually saved me just in the short space of time that it actually has been up. Now again, you see it connected to it actually is going to another breaker on the other side just for double protection, just to be safe. But it's this breaker here, and then from there it goes to another breaker. Now you can see the light on that shows you that it actually, I can disconnect it remotely from anywhere in the world as long as the internet is up. So let's go into now, just to get a clearer image and everything else that you can see right now. We're looking at a couple of days ago we had 0.8. So we did 0.8 for that day. Now if we're doing 0.8 for that day, basically we could have had on a, let's say a blender, typical blender. I could have used that basically for 2 straight full hours with the blender going on constant non-stop, without a problem, it would actually come up to the 0.8. Okay, clock radio and everything else. So that again, it uses 3 watts, and again, you would times that by 10 to get basically for an hour. So again, and you still would get to the 0.8, which is the 800 watts. You can see exactly how long you can run some of these things. Trash compactor, you'll be able to run that for basically about 2 hours in that day. It's a lot of things that you can use. Ceiling fan, if I've just had a ceiling fan run, which I do in my son's room and everything else, that basically if I had that ceiling fan going all day for 10 hours out of that day, as you can see right here, because it's about 80 thing, it would be able to run for 10 hours. So again, real-time things that you can use all day inside of there to actually run something really quickly. Or let's say if I needed to, I don't know, something else, run a light bulb and everything else. So that again, can you run a light bulb for 20 hours and everything else so that the light bulb can be running. So there's a lot of things that I can put on in a day that it can actually use. Now again, I don't have a battery backup. So what you're looking at is what would normally happen is that I would use more energy from the grid, but this would offset that by using for certain things inside of the house. Overall, what I'm trying to do is just bring down my energy use just a little bit and everything else so that to see if it's worthwhile to actually get the panel. Now we're going to add up the cost right now, and then from there we'll be able to figure out what is my buyback time, meaning how long this is going to cost me to get back what I've actually put into it. So let's do that right. All right. Well, we said the controller was $75. We already know the panels itself was basically, let's do that again. Let's go back 175 plus 1. Let's say 160 to round it off, make life easier and everything else to that, and plus $10 for the monitoring software. Now I'm assuming that you already have your own everybody should have a computer, something that they can monitor the software on for that. So that's my total investment in the system as of right now. Now, earlier in the video, you seen the screenshot of actually how much it was for how much it was that we had for the yearly total. So we're going to put that yearly total in again as of this moment. And again, it's only been up for 2 months. So yearly total of kilowatts that we actually got was rounded off. It was this here for that. Now, for me, my power bill, again, now I'm not even talking about the extra cost of because with power bills, just on the kilowatts alone, it's $2 for basically a kilowatt hour. Times 2, so $35. Now that's 2 months, so let's times it times 6. So as you can already see and stuff, within within 1 year and stuff like that. Now again, these are the numbers so that when the sun is not optimum and everything else that we're not into summertime yet. We're not even to the highest point of the year for the power thing. Now you're probably saying, well, it's going to go down in the wintertime, but the thing is, during the wintertime we have less storms, and less cloudy weather, so it's actually more sunlight, so usable time when the clouds are not out and everything else that is actually overall it's going to be the same during this time as it would be even in the dead of winter. So during the summer months, this will actually go up. So basically with the system I have right now, and again I don't have to pay anything else. If I get 2 more panels, it'll be just the cost of the panels itself. So if I'm able to get 2 more panels, which would be, again, let's say if it's $150, that within a year that $150 would be paid off by the panels. Now I can't guarantee that and everything else. And again, these are the panels I have now. They're not I bought these panels a while ago, and these were not the most efficient panels ever. I have no idea what the panels would be with the newer panels that come out now that would actually be more efficient. So basically, if I'm doing it piecemeal, let's say if I'm buying 2 panels at a time and everything else, so that literally you can say, okay, well, this will be double and everything else, and my useful wattage would be better. Now, the only thing is, if I got 2 more panels that were 250 each, that would be the limit of what this can do. You cannot go any higher than that without me having an additional expense of buying another inverter. But thankfully, the inverters can be daisy chained, so again, the additional expense would only be $75. So again, if you're doing it the slow way and everything else, you're rolling out 2 panels at a time per year and everything, in each year just about they would pay for themselves. So again, what can 2 panels do? I already showed you what 250 watts can do, and again, this is the start of things for that. I'm going to keep monitoring this, and I'll bring you stuff on later on about how much this is going to cost. Is it still working? Is it efficiently? And we'll do that in a quarterly basis just to see how much it is. This is a quick video to show how much it is. Now, I will bring you exactly the unboxing of not the panels itself, but the unboxing and setting up of the Electric City monitoring controller / switch, and also of the actual grid tie inverter itself. Again, taking it out, unboxing it, put it together and everything else like that. But I just want to give you a small idea of what this is going to be. Now again, what your mileage varies, sure, if you're in different parts of the country. I'm in Florida, and for that, again, we get lots of rain down here. So if you're in a part of the country that has more sun than we do and everything else like that, your mileage will vary greatly, or a place that doesn't have sun. So thanks to you all for watching. This is War23 saying warp out, have fun. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Again, this is another Life of the Dad video, so that just to show what my daily life is when I have stuff to do and stuff that I try to get up and everything else to that. Haven't posted in a while, but we'll be bringing you more of these. And again, the product videos of this will be coming. We also have it coming up, a long-term test of the Harbor Freight air compressor. Again, I finally took a video of that, of actually it being it's still running right now. So again, we're going to be coming up with that with my thoughts on that. So thank you guys for watching. Warp on the D, saying warp out, have fun, and of course we'll catch you guys on the next one.